Thank you so much for your precious time here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. What I'm about to share is very important to me, and I'm really excited to share this. And this isn't my opinion, this is what neuroscience shows. Our thoughts get louder when it's quiet. And if you ever notice your mind getting busy at night or afternoon, morning, whatever, or when you finally sit down to rest or whatever, you're not imagining it. Your brain is always producing thoughts in the background, always. But during the day, something important is happening. Your attention is busy. Doesn't matter if it's during the day or at night. But when your attention is busy, let's say some examples like you're looking at things, listening, talking, moving, solving small problems, all that uses up your brain's mental bandwidth, which is like brain's mental storage or space where it stores stuff, what you do, etc., thoughts, etc. So even though thoughts are still being produced, you don't notice them as much because your brain is occupied. But when things get quiet, when you lie down, when you sit alone, when the room gets still, now your brain suddenly has free space. And this is where people get confused because the thoughts didn't suddenly appear. They became more noticeable. It's a bit like being in a busy cafe when there's loud music and people talking. You don't notice the air conditioner humming. But late at night, when everything goes silent, that same hum suddenly sounds much louder. And it's not because it got louder, it's because the environment got quieter. Your brain works in a very similar way. When the outside world becomes calm, your internal activity becomes easier to hear. And there's another small piece to this. When you're tired or your nervous system is a bit stressed, your brain also has a harder time filtering thoughts out. So in quiet moments, especially at night, thoughts can feel even more intense. And it's not because you suddenly became an overthinker at 11 p.m. Let's say you feel more lonely or more depressed or more heavy. You have more heavier thoughts at 11 p.m. and you didn't choose it by yourself willingly. And that's important to know. You didn't choose those thoughts at 11 p.m. or whenever. Your brain is just more aware of its own background noise. But one important thing is how much intensity and strength those thoughts have. But that's for different videos. I also explain it kind of in other videos, but we have a lot to talk about, like really lot. And like I said, this is actually a very normal nervous system pattern. Thank you so much for your precious time here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I was so excited to share this, and like I said, we have so much to talk about more because our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, etc., are the most fascinating thing in the whole entire universe for me. And feel free to keep hanging out with me in other videos and explore with me neuroscience, using neuroscience, because I want to use as much verifiable info. Take care, especially take care, and I can't wait to catch you soon.